Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to take a look into the Japanese anime tanks. I do not even know what I'm supposed to say, fellas. What do you want me to say? We are going to take a look into the two brand new tanks which you can buy currently with a special cruise, or as I call them, Nani cruise. They are talking so much that it is so distracting to play the game, and I do not know. For me, it's just not my type of the thing to hear this schoolgirl screaming whenever I'm playing tanks, right? Although no judgment here. If you want to buy them, you can. If you are buying yourself Anko, which is existing tank, it's $22. If you are buying yourself Yet Kosota, it is $22.50, right? And if you are buying a tier 7, if I'm not mistaken, Tiger 2, it is $27. But if you are taking a bundle, you are getting a deal for yourself. Anyways, those are the prices just for those who are interested, right? And let's get our ears banged now by playing with a Japanese girl cruise, or I assume they are Japanese, right? Once again, I am not a big fan of the Panzer Natanke, or however this event is called. For me, it's not hot, not cold, but as a content creator, I must review it, and I must say what do I think about the tanks and so on. And I have a feeling that this tier 5 is going to be the most interesting one. How this YouTube video will look like: I will play one game each with every and each tank, right? So tier 7 and 2 tier 5s, one game each. And in the same time, on the extra channel, yes, we have extra channel, we are going to showcase those tanks for more games. So hopefully this will give you better understanding, is it worth it or not so much. And anyways, now without further ado, let's go into the game. Okay, fellas, so the very first tank in line is BT-42. It is German tier 5 premium light tank, derp tank. I mean, look at size of this reticle. Egg tuna, fella. 17 Erds can fit into all of this. This is a weird one, I can tell you that. It has a meme potential, right? That's for sure, but I don't think that this tank is going to be the most reliable mother trucker out there. At least this is how I look into all of this. Pay attention to this stuff, fellas. This is how the turret is turning. Yeah, you see that, right? I mean, tank can turn quickly, that's okay. But the turret, oh yop, fellas. The turret is just something else, right? It just feels to me that someone in Wargaming said, you know what, Igor, I would love to see the cover 2 in the light tank shape and form. You know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is how it feels like, and this is how it looks like overall. There is not much what I could say about this, just describing the tank weird as F, okay? This is how I look into all of this. Does it have a meme potential? Sure. Is it unique tank? Definitely yes. Do you have the screaming Japanese school girls? Absolutely yes. It's not my thing, but I have no doubts whatsoever that someone who is enjoying anime, they can have an absolutely amazing time with this type of crew, right? Now, the shell velocity is dreadful. Good luck sniping with this thing. It is just a hard one, okay? Standard ammunition hash or heat, sorry. The gold ammunition heat, 20 millimeters more penetration, but you are paying obviously substantially bigger price for all of this. And high explosives are as high explosives, more alpha damage, less penetration. So far everything looks fair, and so far it looks okay, right? Now, where the gameplay goes of this tank, it is not my first game playing with it, because first of all I want to figure out exactly how this tank works, and sniping from the back, it's like showing disrespect for yourself, to be completely honest with you. Sniping from the back with this tank simply doesn't work. Sure thing, you can pre-aim, sure you can, but in the most situations this won't be good enough, okay? And you are going to miss the shots. Plus on top of that, gun depression seems extremely weird on this tank as well, so I would say this is something what I should and what I could comment on, right? Overall, you are just trying to do the smart trades left, right, and center, right? And you can listen for those Japanese girls' voice lines as well. For me, I call them Nani crew. They are talking so much, it is absolutely insanity how much they are talking, right? And once again, it's not my thing. We have the second time collaboration with tank anime, right? And this is like the third set of the girls, or I'm supposed to say there is 3 different sets of girls, right? I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's what we have. I mean, voice acting is there, fair enough, but you know, first of all, you need to figure out, is this what you want to listen for, right? This is the thing. And all of them have different voice lines, if I am not mistaken, right? Anyways, let's try to focus to the maximum on the game and what we can do over there. We are going to go for a base defense just like so, and we will try to defend the base to the best of our abilities, right? So far, straightforward. And obviously, I will load some better penetration hits so we can grill their butts. That's what we want to see, shall we? Shall we? Okay, first things first, we can see the tier 5 premium tank going through the middle of the field. That being said, I'm not interested in him, but I'm interested in cover 1. I'm not interested in cover 1, but I'm interested in cover 220. Hopefully we can eliminate him from the game. Unfortunately, I missed the shot, which is hashtag never lucky, but we are going to be okay. Not your typical tank. This tank hits every and each hitbox for uniqueness, at least in my humble opinion, right? This tank is as unique as you can get in this game. That's a fact, and that's for sure. Is it my tank? Well, it is a lower tier mother trucker, right? We are talking about the tier 5 tank. So I think overall there is not that many players that likes to play tier 5, but hey. This is so weird. This is so weird, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So bloody weird. Listen for a voice lines, fellas. That's why I am not talking that much, so you can check out the voice art, if I can call it art. If I can call it art, fellas. Okay. I can see this cover 1, don't you worry. No, track. Yeah, fellas, this is crazy. For me, I can tell you one thing. For me, those voice lines are distracting. I am just simply not used for this. And even when Wargaming had a collaboration back in 2021, I wasn't using that crew because it's annoying me. I am just going to say that straightforward. It's not my thing, right? And I want to be as clear as possible. Can someone enjoy this? Sure. Sure, I have no doubts you can enjoy this if you are into the anime stuff and if it's one of your favorite characters. For me, bring me Simpsons into the game, okay? Whenever you miss, Homer Simpson would say dope. Whenever you hit someone or pretty much slaughter someone, Bart Simpson would say, "Eat my shorts!" You know, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But this is not for me, fellas. Anyways, nevertheless, 2.1 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage, solid ace wanker, a high caliber. We were pretty successful over there, and everything went as good as it could have. Plus, on top of that, we made 54,000 profits, although 30,000 profits are coming from completing the mission. So please keep this in mind. Does this tank have potential? Absolutely yes. Do I love this tank? It's too early to say. For now, it is average tank for me in the best case scenario. What really annoys me is the turret turning speed. That actually really much annoys me. Okay, before we will go into the battle with the Tiger 2 Kuro, let's check out the gun stats and how the things are looking like on the paper. We have one similar tank in the tier 7, which is King Tiger, right? Let's see how it looks like. So the damage per shot is 240. Fair enough. Rate of fire is lower than on the King Tiger, right? This is very, very important thing to say. So DPM on King Tiger is better. Overall, looking into the other stats, it is kind of identical, apart that this tank is a bit more accurate than King Tiger is. It has better dispersion and it has better aim time. Where the survivability goes, pretty much it looks like the same tank, right? At least this is how the things are looking like on the paper, although it has 40 hit points more, right? Although 40 hit points is from the field modifications, I guess. Other than that, fellas, it is pretty much copy-pasted. It is copy-pasted King Tiger with a less DPM. This is how it looks like if we are looking into the paper. And now, without further ado, let's teleport straight into the game. Okay, fellas, round number 2 with a Tiger Kuro. Tiger Kuro is pretty much copy-paste tank from the King Tiger, as I said before, right? Which is quite an interesting stuff. I mean, for people who prefers to play with the Tigers, right? Other than that, there is nothing too crazy to tell about it, to be completely honest with you. It's pretty much King Tiger someone took King Tiger, gave it less DPM and tiny touch more accuracy. That's all there is to say. This is all the description from the tank, although it has a bit different appearance where the camo goes, you know? That's about it. Now, the gun, 240 alpha damage, 203 millimeters of penetration. If you load gold, you have 237 millimeters of penetration. High explosives, 44 meters of penetration. Or 44 millimeters of penetration. That's what I meant to say. Yep, simple as this. Now, what do we want to do? We want to slap the enemies whenever they are going to do something silly and whenever they will try to make a bit of pressure. That's all we need to do for a full happiness. That's all we need to do for a full happiness, fellas. Let's see. How successful can we be over there? I don't think this tank has a crazy amount of the armor. I have a feeling that we should be able to penetrate him into the face without bigger problems whatsoever. But obviously, let's double check the things. I'm getting tracked here, that's okay. Our IS-2S just bought the tank for 40 euros and I have a feeling he's regretting his life choices. By the way, fellas, like I said before, check out the Skill for L2 Extra channel. We are currently working on reviewing the lower tiers and hopefully this is going to be interesting information for you, and in the same time you are going to see a bit more of the Tiger 2 or the tank which we played before, or the same Anko, right? By the way, this tank feels extremely slow. This tank feels extremely slow, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely does. Meanwhile, can we punish this gentleman just like so? Yes, we can. Straight into the ammo rack. That's beautiful. I do not want to make pressure like this. I just do not want to do that. Meanwhile, there is a light tank sitting somewhere here in the bushes. He could be, to be fair with you, literally anywhere. So we are being patient and we are not making that much of the pressure, because in a way this map is called you push you lose, or at least this is how I look into this map myself. Meanwhile, let's chill and let's take it easy. Do we want to chill? Do we want to take it easy? I don't think so. Okay, let's try to go up a bit like this. Oh my bananas, how slow this tank is. Very, very, very slow. Meanwhile, we have some sniper schnitzel sitting in the typical position over there. What we need to do, we need to try to punish him. Isn't even in the bush. Good, good, very, very good. I am just trying to play hold down to the best of my abilities, fellas. That's all I am trying to do for a full happiness. Another beautiful shot like so. Very, very nice. And this is the moment whenever I start going backwards. Yes, it will take a decade until we are going to relocate, but decade is better than no relocation. Plus, on top of that, I am considering about loading the gold ammunition over there, right? So we can actually slap them. Good. Overall, this tank for a tier 7, it is literally nothing special, fellas. If you have a King Tiger, you pretty much have this vehicle, and I can promise you that the biggest selling point of this tank is that Nani crew. This is how I look into all of this, fellas, and this is what I've seen here. Okay? I think the biggest selling point of this vehicle is this Nani crew. Meanwhile, I would love to get a bit involved over there. Hopefully we can do that. Beautiful shot into the rear for for Tiger 2. Excellent. Can we hit this guy like this? Yes, we can. Accuracy feels okay of this tank, honestly. I would not say that accuracy is horrible and this tank is unplayable because of the accuracy. Nah, this is definitely not the case. It is not the case, fellas. Unfortunately, we missed very easy shot over there, which sucks, but let it be. All I need to do, I need to find a bit better angle here. Beautiful, high roll, excellent. Excellent, very good. Okay, where the tank goes, fellas, it's nothing special. Honestly speaking, I would consider going with a turbo as well, because it feels very slow, fellas. It is definitely not the best vehicle in the world of tanks, to say that the least, right? The armor doesn't feel like this tank would have some, even though you will get bouncing shots once in a while, right? It's just not my tank, honestly speaking. And also, once again, I find those schoolgirls a bit irritating and a bit annoying whenever they are talking that much. Once again, maybe this is your Lithuanian villager, fellas. Maybe that's my fault, but I just do not find this interesting, appealing for me, or interesting to play. It's just annoying for me, right? And since I'm not going to get those tanks on my main account, I will need to buy them, which is fair enough, right? And I can tell you that I am not going to use this crew, honestly speaking. I'm not going to use this crew. For me, it's just too irritating, and I will leave them to rotten in the garage, if I can say so. In other words, I am not going to mark the tank with this crew, or alternatively play with this tank with this crew overall. It's just, I find it irritating. Just honest opinion. And we are back. 2.1 thousand damage, 3 kills. I am feeling completely fine with this. I'm second by experience. I'm third by the damage. I am feeling okay how we play this game. I needed to figure out how to play with this tank as well, right? And we made 20,000 profits, although keep this in mind, I paid the full price for resupply cost, right? Or I supposed to say for the consumables. So I think this is very important thing to highlight. Anyways, last but not least, let's check out the Unco tank, right? It is going to be the last vehicle with which we are going to play, and this tank is the older tank, if I can say so. This tank is pretty much copy-pasted Panzer IV-H, but without derp gun. Lately we marketed it, and let's give it another go. Let's play for a game with this vehicle. Okay, fellas, last but not least, we have Unco. This tank was sold back in 2021. This tank was sold back in 2021 in collaboration with this event, right? Or Panzer und Tank, or Tank na Panzer, or however it's called, right? Once again, it's copy-pasted Panzer H, but without the derp gun, so nothing extraordinary about that. And once again, they are coming up with a 5-girls crew that are talking like crazy mother trucker. Nani. For me, it is very hard to play and very hard to concentrate listening to them, right? That's what I mean. But hey, that's what we are doing. So the first things first, can we try to go on top of the hill? This is the question, and probably I will attempt to do that. Maybe I won't. Soon we are going to figure this out. Where the gun goes, 110 alpha damage, 110 penetration, and 790 shell velocity. absolutely nothing extraordinary about this tank, definitely nothing special. And if the tier 5 light tank has something to offer, this tank is opposite of that. In my opinion, this tank has absolutely nothing apart the screaming schoolgirls in the tank. That's it. Other than that, I would say the tank has absolutely nothing. That's all I can say, fellas. That's all I can say. Okay, let's see. How we could get a bit more use of all of this? This is the question. I would say all of this line or all of this collaboration is targeted to the anime lovers or whoever seen the serial or whatever that was, or alternatively people who are collecting the tanks, right? If you are collecting the tank, then you are going to be completely fine and it doesn't really matter what Wargaming would sell. You would consider buying it because you are a tank collector, and there is nothing shameful about that, right? Good, beautiful. Okay, what do we want to do now? This is the question. Do we want to go on top of the hill? Would I have any use from playing on top of the hill? That is a different question. Okay. Good. Now we know that the enemies have Valentine sniping from over there, right? So what do we need to do? We need to go on top of the hill and we can blind fire him to death pretty much. This is our goal. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. Let's see. Miss. 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 Unfortunately, miss. How about more towards the red line? Miss. Not so easy to find a good enough angle to slap this guy. That's okay. We are going to survive. We have all time in the world of tanks, fellas. Just trying to punish this tier 4 tank. That's all we are doing here. We are just trying to be punishers, right? We are trying to punish whenever someone makes too much pressure or something, right? That's all we need to do for a full happiness. Light tank is making pressure like this. That is okay, we are paying attention at him. And in the same time, M8 should be sitting somewhere over there as well, right? I do not really think that this gentleman moved from this area. I'm trying to go for a blind shot. Too bad I did not manage to find a decent enough angle. And this guy is still sitting somewhere over there. Although, what is the correct angle for us to find? Wait. I have an idea. We will try to prioritize this tier 4 sitting right there. That's what I would love to do. I know I do not really have that much hit points left, but I think we have enough to eliminate this gentleman from the game. Aiming for Cupola. Once again, this tank for a tier 5 tank, it's nothing special. You can get this vehicle literally for free. You do not need to pay 20 euros in order to get it. Oh my bananas, I did not pay attention that base is being captured. Oh, Yopter rifles, that's on me. That is on me, I did not pay attention. We are going to lose this one. Well, my fault. It's okay, I deserve this. I really did not pay attention what is happening over there, fellas. That is literally my fault. I'm accepting my responsibility for being silly goose. I did not notice that. I was so concentrated towards that tier 4 meatball that I literally forgot about the base. And I saw enemies capping. I saw like 1 minute before that we have 1 minute left, so we are going to be completely fine. That's my fault. Anyways, I threw this game, fellas. I'm accepting my full responsibility for being a silly goose. Nevertheless, we have 1.5 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We are top by experience. We are second by the damage. But once again, I could have played significantly better and the situation could have been better. You know what? I am blaming Nani voices, fellas. Nani, 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 Nani. Every single shot. Nani, Nani. They cannot simply shut the fuck up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyways, that's what I have for you today, fellas. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you had a great time. More videos coming on extra channel. I will play a couple of games each with every and each of the tank, right? Panzer 4 and Co, the tier 7 copy paste of the King Tiger, and obviously that new light tank, and hopefully that will help you to understand how to play the tank, or overall you will enjoy your entertainment. And for now, thank you very much for watching and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.